Hey everyone, Jack5 here, how's it going? I hope you're all doing pretty well, and this video might look a little weird, but that's because we're taking a page from my book of old deleted videos. We're diving into YouTube past here, 2017 to be exact, quite a while ago. Back then I made a video that was me talking about various things over the top of TF2, classic gameplay commentary. This time, I'm talking over the top of a different game, namely Splitgate, which is also free to play on Steam. And as an added bonus, I no longer sound like an insecure 19-year-old. In this clip, I'm playing King of the Hill mode. I'm using the beastly railgun at the moment, but I'll talk more about the specifics of the game a little further in the video. If you're already interested, I put my referral code on the screen. I don't know which corner, I haven't edited the video yet. I'm not sponsored to make this video. It's just my code. If you enter it and play long enough, you'll get some pocket change. Oh wow, the baseball bat. Okay, I can't talk about this. I need to start with some other stuff. Wait, I've noticed something. Isn't making this video directly after my last one really fitting? Because that one was a gameplay challenge and now I'm doing a commentary. 2 classics in a row. I must be going through some kind of nostalgia phase. Does it include reminding you to like and subscribe? Yes. Do those things. Anyway, you might be wondering why I'm even choosing to talk about a brand new multiplayer first-person shooter when I'm primarily known for playing Team Fortress 2. Well, that's exactly why. My only multiplayer FPS for years has been TF2, which I started playing when I was only 15 years old. I'm about to make a bold statement here, please don't get mad. I think that playing a single game from a single genre exclusively is not a great idea, because it doesn't give you a general skill set which you can apply to other games, and you start thinking about those other games in terms of the one you've always played. Like, there have been so many instances on my streams where I refer to things based on the terminology in TF2. Like, there are so many parallels to Demo Night, you have no idea. I did try Counter-Strike Global Offensive for a while, but that's still a Valve game, and it's been years since I've touched it. Really, what I want to do is try out Splitgate alongside my other favorite game. This isn't me ditching Team Fortress 2, okay? That won't happen for a long while. I will definitely be making more TF2 videos and will stream both of these games from time to time whenever I feel like it. We don't live in a tribal society where you do one thing and that's it, okay? I won't stand for that. It's a whole thing on YouTube about people only doing TF2 content. Let's mix things up. Let's actually do something for a change. Alright, with that obligatory rant out of the way, I can finally start explaining what Splitgate is. From what I've played and from what I've heard others say, it's a deathmatch style movement FPS that is most like Halo and Portal combined. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Halo's multiplayer, but I'm not. I've never owned a Halo game, nor an Xbox. Say what you want about how great Halo is and how I'm a scumbag for not wanting to get it, but if you're intimately familiar with Halo, wonderful, you're more conditioned to enjoy Splitgate than I ever could be. But from my perspective, I was thinking, a first-person shooter where you can shoot portals and it's completely free? Sign me up! I'm a sucker for good portal mechanics, Splitgate delivered, and now I'm hooked. I haven't gotten fully used to traveling around each of the maps with portals, nor have I mastered ducking in and out of them. You can see in the gameplay that I'm just sort of haphazardly placing portals and just glancing through them. But if I know where I want to go, I can get there pretty easily and fast. Really, all you have to do is imagine a deathmatch game where everyone has a jetpack for small amounts of flying, there are weapon pickups around each of the maps, and anyone can place and close portals as they wish but can only see through their own. That's Splitgate in a nutshell. This game wouldn't be worth my time if it didn't immediately feel good to play, and the good first impression I got, I can pin on the weapons. For the most part, I really enjoy them because they feel just as punishing, if not more so than those from Team Fortress 2. You have 2 weapon slots and can swap either weapon with any you find on the ground. My personal preference is short-range weapons that either have a spray fire or deal insane amounts of damage in one shot. Spray weapons I find the most reliable since I round corners a lot and don't have time to think when I see an enemy. I rush to grab any SMG that spawns, as they spray the fastest, or if there's none, I'll grab a plasma rifle, which is basically like a flamethrower but with a cooldown. But if I see a rocket launcher or a baseball bat, I'm going for those. They only have 4 charges, but they insta-kill anything they come into contact with, the baseball bat being the most hilarious of the two, because in terms of corpse launching, it's high risk, high reward. I mean, some of the corpses that get launched with the baseball bat go for miles. It's insane. And that's only covering some of the short-range offerings. There are plenty of long-range options and some other ways to deal huge damage up close. I'm sure that you'll all find a weapon that you like using the most. But enough about weapons. You're watching the Jack5 YouTube channel, and if there's anything I love to talk about, it's maps. Here's what I think about the ones in Splitgate. There's generalized maps that I often have a good time on, and then some specialized ones that are great for some things but not for others. My favorite maps are Atlantis, Helix, the one that you see on the screen right now, and Lava Well. They all have an even balance of open and closed off areas without any crazy vantage points. Specialized maps would include Abyss, where sniping is really difficult, and then Foregone Destruction and Oasis, where everything other than sniping is difficult. There's also some really neat small maps for 2v2s and 3v3s, and while they all look the same, my favorite for now is Simulation Bravo due to its simplicity. If you're wondering what they look like, they're basically just really sterilized white and black environments. Oh, and there's no need to worry about spawn camping, as spawns are randomized on every map in all of the standard game modes. I might as well tell you about some of those because I'm rattling on for so long. You've got Team Deathmatch, which is self-explanatory, go out and kill the enemy, though in particular I find it the perfect backup for when I don't like the other modes being offered to me during votes. But if you see Domination on the list, it's really good, and I highly recommend trying it out. For the TF2 players watching, it's basically multiple control point King of the Hill, and that's what I'm playing in this clip of Helix right here. But don't get your Koth confused with Splitgate's Koth, because in that one you only earn points if you're standing on the hill, probably a design decision inherited from Halo, I have no idea. Also, check me out in this particular game. I go on a serious kill streak at the start of this match. I think it's like at least 10. I can't exactly remember what the amount of kills I got, but it's pretty big. Anyway, the standard game mode that I enjoy the most is Team Oddball, which is basically King of the Hill, but the hill is a ball you carry around. We got pretty close to this in Team Fortress 2 with Hold the Flag, if you guys know what that is. If I've got the ball, there's very little the enemy could do to catch up to me unless they take a shortcut or do something fancy with their portals, which often happens because I can't do that. But all those game modes I mentioned are just the ones you see when you're lower than level 10. There's also some crazy ones that entirely change how you play, and it was when I saw those that I realized Splitgate has so much untapped potential. Some of these modes are hidden from the rest of the game, requiring you to start your own server, but thankfully you don't have to port forward because it's all hosted on the Splitgate infrastructure. It's also a plus that every game mode has full bot support from what I've tested out. I'm not going to spoil some of these modes because they truly are video ideas in of themselves, but just to give you an idea of how much the game can change, here's just a few. 1, everyone has a sniper rifle and a huge head. 2, everyone gets a railgun that kills enemies instantly. 3, everyone has randomized weapons. Splitgate really does feel like you can make it whatever you want it to be if you go out of your way to do so. And hopefully now you can see why I'm all riled up about this game. It's not the newest, greatest thing, nor is it flawless, but it does have easy to pick up gameplay, replayability, and creative potential. 3 aspects that I've grown to expect from pretty much any multiplayer game. I'm probably going to be playing and following this game for the foreseeable future, especially after hearing that the developers have raised enough money to stay independent. The future for this game is looking bright and I want in. I implore you to download this game and try it out for yourself, and once again, here's my referral code in the editing bay. It's been put in. Referrals don't count unless you reach level 10, which is really easy for you to reach after playing a couple of matches. It'd be cool if we got me to the max referral level, but one can only dream. Now then, old channel fans, TF2 players, new people from Splitgate, anybody at all, here's some questions which you're free to answer in the comments. What are your thoughts on this game? Would you be interested in watching videos I make about this game? What should I do to make those videos worth watching? Some of those questions are hard to answer as a random internet user, I know, but give it a shot anyway if you can. I look forward to hearing back from all of you, and that's the end of this gameplay commentary. Thank you so much for watching all the way through. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm terrible at these outros, and as always, I'll see you all next time. This video was funded in part by Jerry Lexington, not actual name. Okay, now I'm a scumbag for recording my patron names after the fact.